we keep saying it, this is the indigenous ruminant of this country. Regenerative agriculture is not new. It was created and stewarded by indigenous peoples for centuries and millennia. You talk about wanting to have 50% of the production come from native producers. I think that's awesome and super important. We've seen those populations decimated by colonization, genocide, discrimination, racism in this country. How do you actually do that? How do you accomplish that? How do you get those folks more involved in back stewarding their native lands with their native, species that was the heart of their physical lives, their spiritual lives for millennia?
So with Native Americans specifically, buffalo are incredibly important to their culture, and they're incredibly important to them for spiritual reasons too. And so I think the fact that you have the sacred animal, and the Lakota creation story ties back to buffalo. So I can't underscore enough how important buffalo are to Native Americans and indigenous people. So for us, how we've approached it is been very transparent with our learnings. Again, like Colton says, we're a glass house. So a good example of what we've done with the Native American partnership side is at the Wallakota Buffalo Range in South Dakota at the Rosebud Reservation. The economic development arm of the Rosebud Reservation, called Redco, wanted to take a hard look at bringing back buffalo as a new income stream for their people, and also for cultural and spiritual reasons. But it's easy to make a motion in a board meeting and say, let's try this. It's harder to actually get the animals back and get the fencing up. And so Dan and Colton, over the last several years, have been going over there, providing technical assistance on how to bring back buffalo. How do you need to change your operation if you've been running cattle on it for decades, which is the case for many tribes. They've switched to cattle because that's what the mainstream meat is here. So for us, that Wallakota Buffalo Range project is incredibly important because it's the largest native owned and operated herd in the world, and we conducted the first field harvest several months ago, which is something we're incredibly proud of. Almost a six-figure check that we cut. And so we just, the economic development arm of the Rosebud Nation, seeing the tens of thousands of dollars coming in because of the buffalo, which are, again, incredibly important for cultural reasons and spiritual reasons, it made us very, very confident that the investment in time and resources that we had to help them along that way was absolutely the right thing to do. And for us, again, we have ambitious growth plans. We don't want to just steady Eddie and stay where we are or grow by 2% a year. And to have that supply, we need to have native producers bring back the buffalo that we can harvest on their lands and showcase how they could build their own brands and bring the buffalo back in a way that creates economic security and food justice for them and their communities. And we need non-native producers too. So we're a very big tent in terms of who wants to switch to buffalo, how can we show you, but we are especially excited about bringing back the buffalo on native lands.